First week of the 2025 season is in the books and it was quite an eventful one, starting from USA winning the United Cup, then there was the servebot dominance in Brisbane. Also, Rybakina's messy coaching situation was and still is an interesting topic of discussion, so today I'm going to talk about things that I found interesting in the tennis world this week. First being is that I just love team competitions and nothing will change my opinion on that. Whether it's BJK, Davis, Laver or the United Cup, they all make me feel like I'm Gianni Infantino before the World Cup in Qatar.
Today I feel Qatari, Arab, African.
No matter how much people want to discredit these events, they will always have a special place in my heart, especially when players clearly enjoy themselves in this team environment. Plus, we get some bangers like Swiatek vs Muchova, Swiatek vs Gauff, Swiatek vs Rybakina, Swiatek vs Bolter. Wait. There's a common denominator here, but still, fun match is a fun match no matter who plays. So I just think that some tennis fans should be more open-minded to these team competitions, the same way they should be more open-minded towards the servebots of the ATP Tour, cause I have a confession to make. I enjoy those matches that involve servebots way more than I do those grind fests that last 3 hours for no reason other than the fact that both players on the court are scared of actually betting on themselves and maybe going for a winner or two once in a while. Call me crazy, but I'd rather watch someone precisely smack 230 serves past their opponent than someone stand 10 meters behind the baseline because he is a pussy. Okay, I know that I'm being harsh here and I understand that players play up to their strengths, but I'm just showing that you can discredit any playstyle if you really want to. Not saying that all tennis is great tennis, but in a world where players are getting more and more similar to each other, I think that big servers add a bit of that variety that is needed in order to not make every match feel the same. Obviously, different strokes for different folks, but this is just my opinion on the whole big servers are playing anti-tennis discourse that has been happening on social media. But speaking of strokes, now let's talk about Elena Rybakina. Okay, that might have been a bit disrespectful, but that was too good of a segue not to use it, I'm sorry. The chaos that is Rybakina's coaching situation is getting a bit out of hand. It all started with her getting rid of her longtime coach Stefano Vukov before the US Open. There were some vague things said about Vukov's departure at the time, but nothing specific until this past week when firstly Rybakina announced that Stefano is returning to her coaching staff, which was followed by an article that revealed that Vukov is actually suspended. The WTA are investigating the situation where Stefano possibly broke the tour's code of conduct. People were quick to express their worries about Elena Rybakina in this situation, as it was implied that the reason for the suspension was that allegedly Vukov has been mistreating Rybakina during the time when they worked together. But Rybakina was very quick to defend her coach in the press conference after her match against Iga Swiatek, where she definitively said that she was never mistreated by Vukov, which just makes this whole story even more confusing for everyone. For her current coach Goran Ivanišević, who did a great job with her during the off-season. For the investigation, which just looks confusing right now, cause why are they investigating anything if the player herself says that everything is alright? And I'm sure that the most confused people of them all are Rybakina's fans, cause they clearly want the best for her, but at this point, what even is the best for her right now? I feel like nobody knows. Hopefully this whole ordeal won't influence her readiness for the Australian Open, as she is one of the favorites to win it all there. Also, I don't want to speculate on whether Vukov is actually guilty of mistreating Rybakina, cause honestly, I don't have a strong stance in this situation, cause there hasn't been a lot of evidence provided to the world based on which I could actually form an opinion on Vukov's alleged misconduct. But I can talk about him in the new and hopefully reoccurring segment throughout the season where I will give my dummy and the MVP of the week. And if I actually stick to this, at the end of the season we will crown the biggest dummy and the MVP of the season as a whole. And the inaugural dummy of the week is none other than Stefano Vukov. Honestly, I didn't even need this investigation to start to know that he's a sketchy, weird guy, but the way he has been moving at the start of the season takes the cake. First, that creepy bastard was at the shitty Abu Dhabi EXO for no reason at all. Then he continued involving himself in Rybakina's business by giving away sensitive information in regards of Elena even before the news were announced to the world. And thirdly, no matter the conclusion of this investigation, it just doesn't look good on him, which is why he deserves to be the dummy of the first week of the 2025 season. And the MVP pick of this week felt like a no-brainer as well, cause it's none other than Coco Gauff. It's simple, she went undefeated, won the whole damn tournament with Team USA, and those wins came against very serious opponents like Swiatek and Muchova, so huge shout out to Coco for this week. And selfishly, thank you Coco for backing my year-end predictions that I made past week, and I want to address some of the reactions that I got under those prediction videos. With all due respect, some of y'all just need to shut the fuck up. It's as simple as that. I'm not talking about those people who simply disagreed with me, cause that's absolutely not a problem. I mean, it's a prediction, people will disagree with it, and that's okay, cause at this point none of us are right or wrong. But if you are one of those people who says, this prediction must be a joke one cause I disagreed with your placement of that particular player, then you should stop talking cause you don't understand anything. And speaking of people who don't understand anything, those individuals who call every medical timeout a fake one, y'all need to give your head a wobble. Obviously, nothing will actually happen for those brainless fucks, but you could at least say that you at least try to change the situation for the better. I'm just so tired of this pointless discourse, like it's not out of the realm of possibility that the player is hurt but not injured during the match, which is why they need to take that medical timeout to make themselves feel better. I can assure you, it's not rocket science, it's just a regular occurrence in almost every sport, so stop crying about it. Okay, I'm getting too worked up, which means that it's time for you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, take it easy, my friend.